So, we're just at the airport, just about to board the plane. We're off to the NPC European, at location unknown. This thing is too big for my face, but the masks just really make me too sweaty. But yeah, see you on the other side. Yeah, that's nice. I prefer the one, oh no. I prefer
Buy 1.5 price. Definitely getting some then. What do you reckon, Jay?
Oh, go on.
Tom Cruise?
I need the bandana up a little bit. I need it up.
Up?
Yeah, just see what it looks like.
Don't get them.
There you go.
What we're saying, Rob?
Please keep your distance to the safety of all our customers and colleagues.
I like
She likes the granny ones. Carlos. She likes the granny ones, bro.
tortoise shell.
It's not actually Carlos, it's Carl Moss, but I prefer Carlos. Carlos is mint. It actually suits him as well. Carlos.
Absolutely lovely.
Do you have a boarding pass? No. Right, guys.
You're going to lead the way?
I'm going to lead the way.
Go on, Meg. Go on.
Go on,
Go on, Meg.
She said it, Liz. She's going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it.
We're all still on the plane,
Right, everybody, welcome to the video on the side.
Love him, Mark.
Who was going to take over now? No, so welcome to the video on the side. We're all...
He's more like...
Jamie's taking it. Jamie's taking over.
Meg, come on, Meg. Come on, Meg. Come on.
Take two. Take 5.
Push off. It's
Go on
gone
then.
It's gone.
Just about to board the aeroplane. I don't actually like flying. I used to love flying. When I used to dive, I used to go travelling everywhere. And for some reason in the past 2 years I've got this thing now where I just don't like flying because I feel really funny when I fly. So hopefully I'll be alright, I'll be fine. I promise, I'll be okay. But yeah, I'm excited for the competition. Excited to get there, excited to get checked into the hotel and just chill out. We need to go and get some food shopping before we actually can actually chill out. So we'll have to go and do that once we get there, but meet you on the other side. Right, so we have just got to the apartment out here at the NPC European. We're really happy with it actually. I'd done some digging to try and find somewhere nice for us all to stay, and most of the people that kind of me and Cooper are friends with who have come here, a lot of his clients are actually staying here as well, which is really nice. So that kind of on show day morning, because we compete on the Sunday, but they actually compete on different days because a few of them are still amateurs, hoping to get their pro card out of here. So it'll just be really nice kind of on show day for us all to like chill here, because we've got a really big kind of balcony area, we've got a nice swimming pool, we've got everything that kind of we can cater for everybody, so they can all come here, check in, have a look at how they're looking just before they head over to the venue. But it's nice and airy. We can get some really nice check-in shots here as well, kind of tomorrow morning and the days leading up to our competition. It's nice and chilled. I've just unpacked, so brought all of our clothes. I actually had one, like I've done a video prior to kind of my lead up to this. So in my suitcase obviously I had all the clothes, but also in another suitcase I actually had all of the carbs, just because I knew that you can't get kind of like the bagels that we'd normally use at home. Right, so as Kuba rudely interrupted with his video, because we've got Magic Eye Media here and we've got Carlos. Yeah, we've got Carlos Media and we've got Jay here. So Kuba just rudely interrupted us, trying to actually sneak into the pool with his full clothes on. But yeah, anyway, so I knew that we couldn't get bagels out of here, kind of the ones that we normally use at home, so that's why I brought a lot of the stuff with us. I'll show you around and I'll show you the different things that I've brought, just so that maybe you've got some ideas for when you go abroad to a competition as to what you might want to bring in a just in case kind of situation. Actually got a really nice kitchen, well, nice enough, and we can do everything that we normally do at home, so that's ideal. Kind of flat packed and suction packed all of the things that we need. So the NPS, Sustain by JP Nutrition, and the cream of rice. And then obviously brought some carbs with us, as well as the kind of bagels and stuff, just so that we've got everything sorted. So I'm just sending out some new client plans. I did them while I was on the plane because, you know, work never stops. Obviously I just started my my online coaching business and it's going quite well, so making sure that all girls are that have checked in are actually getting a reply now. Most of them actually either checked in yesterday or tomorrow, that were supposed to check in today just because of the fact that I was travelling, but some people that were new starters last week, actually I get them to check in after 3 days just to see that everything's alright. So they actually checked in today, but
Right, guys,
yeah,
so
just catching up on everything.
I don't know what we'll do, but I don't think that we'll train here. There's not that much equipment. I think there's another one called MacFit that Cooper had looked at online that was a little bit better. So I think that we'll probably go there rather than here. But it's always down to him because he's the one that has to use the different machines. I can kind of make do with most things.
So we've just been shopping, just got back now, went to, where did we go, Cuba? What's the name? Carrefour. Carrefour. So we went to Carrefour and got everything, I think, apart from the kitchen sink. I spent way too much money, but managed to get everything that we needed. We kind of just needed the protein bits, but we ended up buying like a grill and different boards, just so that we can actually eat food and enjoy it. Because it's all well and good making it on the hob and stuff, but at home we always make the meat on the grill, and it's always nice to carry on like having it the way that you've actually had it at home. So we've bought that. We bought some other thing as well, but I don't know where it is. So I think that we're going to throw away all the food that we made yesterday and just make fresh food for today, rather than eating kind of like warmed up food that's been sat on the plane all day, because it always tastes a bit minging when it's like that. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So this was the first day done out here for the NPC European. Just eating my last meal now, which has been the same for about 6 weeks. Tomorrow we're going to get up, do check-in, going to go for some steps, because obviously normally at home I'd be doing day-to-day kind of normal mum life of being a dog and, well, dog mum and Cooper's mum slash girlfriend, but obviously I'm not doing that, so I'm going to go out and get some steps with Cooper. And then in the afternoon I know that we're going to go to a gym somewhere. Cavetta gym. Get a session in there and then chill out for the rest of the day. Not too sure yet as to whether we're going to be eating or not. Going to see what that's going to look like tomorrow morning in terms of the check-in, have a look what the look's looking like, see how the condition is, and then coach can make a decision. But we will get me doing my check-in tomorrow, and we'll get Cooper and kind of his feedback on camera for you as well. So yes, see you all tomorrow.
Likely we'll be doing a carb up we'll make, but not quite as heavy as last time. The reason why we did a heavier carb up last time is because I wanted to spill, and we needed to get our energy back for the remainder of the weeks as well. Whereas this time, I know exactly what she'll need to really fill up but not spill, and bring a nice dry package to the Sunday. So likelihood is tomorrow we will likely do 500 grams of carbs. Day after that, probably the same, and then on the Saturday we'll back right off. We'll probably do 200, and then probably the last couple of meals with protein and fats, and by that point she will be starving. As again, for anyone that's competed, when you do have a high day, it tends to make your appetite go through the roof. So I don't think she'll be looking forward to that, but on the plus side, she has got Romania, which is 5 weeks after this weekend, which will leave us some time to really be able to eat up and get fresh for the remainder of the week, so she will be able to actually enjoy herself a little bit more. I'm not in the same position, but she is, so that's definitely a blessing. Whereas I know for Romania we'll be able to bring even a fuller package and a more conditioned package, so I'm excited for that for sure. And so far she's just been getting leaner and fuller at the same time, which is a perfect place to be. But if you want to continue a process like that, it takes time and you cannot rush it, so you've got to kind of go with the flow. So this is why we haven't really rushed, so to speak, for this show, and I know that can be better again in 5 weeks time, so that will be the pinnacle of her season in my opinion, so we keep on pushing till then.
First meal of the refeed. My meal one normally is 50 grams of oats. Yeah, 50 grams of oats, 30 grams of whey, and that's it. Today we're having 100 grams of fruits, 100 grams cream of rice, and 30 grams of whey. So that's what is in my little bowl. Solid. So meal 2 of carb up day 1 is 80 grams of rice uncooked with 2 caramel rice cakes. I'm trying to get in around 7 litres of water today because it makes me look fuller and leaner when I am hydrated, said by the coach, and it makes me pass more urine when I drink more. So that is the plan for today. But yeah, meal 2.
Okay, so I missed my my pre-workout meal, so I apologise, but that was 80 grams of rice, 100 grams of prawns and 2 squares bars. It went down really nicely. I'm not feeling bloated or anything like that. I feel like everything's going to where it needs to, making sure I'm posing after each meal too. I'll get Carl to film some of that as well. Taken my shoes and my posing bikini to the gym, but definitely going to put my shoes on. Just don't know about whether we can put the bikini on in there. We're going to go and hit a push session now with a little bit of legs at the end as well, just to get the blood kind of moving and the carbs moving to where they need to. So yeah, looking forward to getting into the gym.
Right, so we're just at Cavetta Gym. We actually came here 2 years ago. So the day after we won our pro cards, for some reason we decided that we wanted to train. I wouldn't actually recommend training just after you've competed because you are knackered, so don't do that, big no-no. But we found this gym and we found Ben on Instagram, and he offered for us to come down for a session, so we did. And 2 years later, at the same competition that we did back then, as professionals now, we've come to have our, well, this is my last proper session before I compete, so I'm going to be doing my normal push session and then into some leg stuff just to get some blood and some carbs into my legs. So yeah, watch.
Coming right back, won't you wait for me? I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I tried this job, I tried this job, I tried this job, I tried this job, I tried this job.
Yet on a video or on social media or anything, so I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of put it out there. In terms of my goals and I guess expectations for this competition, so I guess the simple way to put it is there isn't any real expectations of me this weekend. There's no set target of where I should place. It is my first ever figure competition, and then it's also my first pro figure competition, so I've never competed in figure, and obviously this is the first time that I will compete in figure, being my pro debut. So if I could scratch the top 12, I would be so happy with that.
I have got a lot of growing to do to be really competitive structurally, and my genetics, yes, it could get there to be competitive one day, but I do need to put on a lot of size to be able to be competitive within this class. In terms of the future, I would 100% one day be looking to go to the Olympia in the figure division. Just obviously right now I need to go and stand on the stage. I need to go and see what my weaknesses are, where I stand among some of the top in Europe, because this is the only show that's been in Europe kind of this year for pro figure. There is a lot of girls doing it. That means that we've got people that have done the Arnolds, people that have done the Olympia, that are all going there. My best friend Rhea is also competing in that class as well, and I'm so excited to stand on stage next to her. It'll be so much fun. So I'm just going to go and have some fun, rock my iWalk, rock the stage, see whether the judges like me or not, get some feedback of where I need to go kind of for next year and the year after. So this year and this competition is all about just having some fun. I needed to diet this year because I've been in a surplus and pushing for so long that you do have to bring your body down to then be responsive again. So that's kind of what we've done. So this weekend's all about some fun. If I could scratch the top 12, I'd be so happy. So that's the end of my session. Just ran through some posing with Cooper and Thebes. Trained with Thebes also today, who's going to do bikini tomorrow in the amateur division. We're looking for getting the pro card this year for Thebes. She has a physique that is very worthy of a pro card in bikini, so let's see how we do this or Romania, but I'm 100% know that she's going to get it at some point. But yeah, had a really good session, feel nice and pumped, feel nice and veiny and ready to go. Just obviously over the next couple of days going to dry out a little bit now just so the condition really comes through, but so far. So we missed the pre-workout meal, so we have got the post-workout meal here, which I made earlier. It is 100 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of berries. I know it looks nice, and then I've made a bit of I tried to make a paste of my way, but it's gone a little bit runny, but it doesn't matter. And then I've got 4 caramel rice cakes as well, so that is post-workout. Yeah. We've managed to find a physio out here. So Cooper's just there at the moment. I've got mine afterwards. So I'm just going to make his food, meal 5. And my meal 5 just to take with us. Cooper's got 200 grams of chicken and 80 grams of rice, and I have got, what have I got? I have got 100 grams of steak, so fillet steak, with 1 bagel and 2 rice cakes. So we're going to cook that up then. Which one is? Should be nice anyway. So whilst I've been out here, I've obviously still been working as well. All client check-ins on normal days, no missed days. On Wednesday, some of them waited until after I'd finished travelling to actually get in contact with me, which was cool, but just running as normal, even on my competition day. If people are checking in, they're checking in on that day. No changes to that. I like to be there and support them, and it kind of keeps my mind busy and away from wondering, because sometimes when you're not busy and your mind wanders, I guess that's when thoughts start taking over and you start worrying about your physique, worrying about whatever. So if I can focus my energy on that, it just means that I'm not thinking about kind of me and my competing. I can just focus on kind of doing what I need to do, and then Kuba can do the rest about whether I'm good enough, whether this needs to change, that needs to change. I can just focus all my energy on my clients, and I absolutely love it. But brought my laptop with me, so Carl will get some shots of me obviously doing it with my laptop, but most of the time I do it on my telephone, because we do all of the video replies. So they do their sessions, they film their sessions, they send it to me, and I feed back to that, just so that we can work through training. Because if I give someone a plan and I don't know how it's being implemented, then you kind of, I guess somebody could call it pissing in the wind. So I like to kind of have control over exactly how they do their
training, their diet, everything, just so that then we can make as good progress as we can do. So yeah.
I'm going. Sorry, pal. Am I on the right side? Yeah, I'm on the right side. I shouldn't be allowed to drive here. Yeah. Alright, on the
So that is the end of day 2 done out here at the NPC European. Going in with the last meal now of day 1 of Carb Up, which is 150 grams of 0% yogurt, 150 grams of blueberries, 4 caramel rice cakes and 2 squares bars. So that'll be the last meal. We are thinking about doing the same meals tomorrow as I've done today, but obviously we'll reassess in the morning, have a look what we're looking like. Kuba will have a look, see what weight's doing, see how everything's looking, and then we'll make a call from there. But that is like the last session really of this prep of like really, not, I didn't really push to failure, but I still trained hard. But tomorrow is a little bit more of like a pumpy, get everything to the muscles kind of session, a bit more fluffy, ahead of Saturday's full rest day, and then Sunday will be obviously show day. So stay tuned, we will be bringing more out kind of the end of this week.